Hello, I'm Gary Slyman, President and Founder of Great Transition Strategies. Today's topic, group coaching, video number 2. Now, you got a big overview in video 1. Now we're going into video 2, a little more specific. I call this the discovery. And in this one, question number 1. What does success look like for the organization and the individuals at the end of this program? I want you to be able to define that. Here's 2 questions I will usually ask with that. What does the organization need and what does the organization want? What do the individuals need and what do the individuals want? And the need and want are very different when you really think about it. What do you need? You need competent managers or leaders at this particular level. What do you want? You want wildly successful leaders at this level who are so enthusiastic about being involved. All right, 2 different parts. So I want you to think about those. What do you need? What do you want? And see where we can go with that. So now you define this is what you're looking for success. What's the level of the folks that we're working with, and how many? We'll come down to that a little more. So you need to think about size. And you might want to, first time you do this, you might want to really think about getting some really good leaders in there, not necessarily stacking the deck, but those that want to be developed, getting them in there. I will always ask you for objective data. What objective data do you have to move this along? Because I want to think about each individual. I'm always going to think self-awareness. So if we can get some objective data, an assessment, MBTI, EQI 2.0, Hogan, maybe a 360, so we can get objective data about the individuals. If we could tie that to some kind of organizational data, for instance, a climate survey, that's huge. We could really make some difference. So now we're working on the individual leadership. Now you have a view of the organization and how they are contributing, not positively or negatively, in the organization. Great data to have. So objective data to help drive this, particularly on the individuals. Because then I'm going to say, okay, what topics do we need? You're always going to get from me these 3 topics. I think we need to have self-awareness, hence the assessment. We're going to need something to do with values, what drives the individuals, what's important to them, right? So those 2 are extremely important to me. And vision, where do they want to be in a period of time? And you can look at that from the organizational standpoint as well. Then, what topics do you want? What topics are you looking for? It might be, I want executive presence. I want delegation. I want public speaking. Whatever you want, we can bring those topics in, right? So now you have this pile of, here are the topics that we're going to cover here. We're developing the individuals in a cohort fashion. Last, what does the time frame look like? When you start putting this on a calendar, if I say, let's do a prototype of a 5-month session, 5 months where we get 6 sessions in, every 2 to 3 weeks apart, and you start putting that on the calendar, you go, whoa, this could be pretty challenging. We got a lot of things going on. So you have to get buy-in and commitment to this on the organization standpoint, your standpoint, since you're working with these individuals, and the individuals that are going to be there. And you need to look at schedules. How does this fit into your business cycle? You don't want this at a time when everyone's too stressed to work on this because they're meeting end of the year deadlines. Or maybe you do. Maybe you want this at that time. You need to be very thoughtful and deliberate about where you put this. I'm going to put this in this quarter because I want to have this here and so we can work through those problems together. Or there's no way I want to do that because folks are going to blow this off. So this is the discovery. Being deliberate about who's in the program, what you're trying to accomplish, what the elements of the program are for these individuals in there, and the time frame that you're doing it. All right, hope that's helpful. Big picture. Now we got a few more specifics. See you in video number 3 where we get more specific in what we're doing in the